I popped off, then your girl gave me just a little bit of la chop, baby, so cold.
Hello everyone, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. My name is Justin Serino, and this is Tomb Raider, the free game of the month along with two other games. But in this week's video, I am just going to be focusing on Tomb Raider, some of its amazing gameplay, and I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, then please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Tomb Raider is the new free game of the month for PlayStation, and I am really excited for it because even though I already have the game, I know some people would probably want to play it, so that's why I'm really excited for it to be the free game of the month. I don't really know if it features anything different because I already have the game, so I don't know if there's anything different between this version and the new one that's coming out. But this game is just all around an amazing game. There's probably only one downside to the game, which would be single player. But I guess that sort of makes sense because it allows you to experience the game for yourself and choose how you want to play it and how you want to learn the game. So that's why I really like this game, and not to mention the campaign for it is just phenomenal. It's probably one of the best campaigns I've ever played in my entire life. It's all about Laura's story, her the origin of Lara Croft. And that's what makes it so fascinating, because it's not just a game that says, here you go, now play it. It gives you depth to the characters. And on top of that, this game has some really cool features to it, such as climbing, and you can go in tombs, and you can play the game how you want to play it. If you want to go through the campaign, then you can go through the campaign. But it's also an open world, so that gives you the option to just sort of have fun with the game and mess around with it a little bit. You don't have to go through the campaign. That is partially an option. Of course, there are some missions that you do have to go through, but for the most part, it's an option. And this game is just, there are so many good things about it, given that it's based in a lot of different areas. Like, it's not just in a snowy biome. There's snowy, desert, and jungle, and all sorts of stuff like that. And I'm making this video because I thought that this game is an amazing game, so I would make a video on it. Of course, it's your choice if you want to download it. You don't have to, but it is your choice, and I would definitely recommend downloading this game, given that there are all sorts of different options to it. This game also features stuff like relics and sort of languages that you sort of have to discover to be able to decrypt different stuff, so you can find different items in the world such as currency, and then you can trade it and get weapons. Not to mention, this game is a third-person shooter, so it's got a lot of just different things to offer. Its unique ability to have tombs and deciphering notes in different languages is what makes this game so unique. Now, I haven't played this game too much, so given that it's the new free game of the month, it sort of gives me an opportunity to go through it again and sort of just enjoy it, because when the game when I got the game, it was something I played a little bit, but I never played it too much. So it's free game of the month, so I decided to go back and play it, see why this game had so much potential. And now that I'm going through it, I don't want to stop playing this game. As I said, it is only single player, so that's probably the only downside to it, because I do wish I could play with friends, and that would make the game more fun. But as I've already said, given that it's only single player, it gives you the option to enjoy the game for yourself and just learn everything by yourself without having any interruptions or anything like that. And another thing I thought was really cool about the game was that it doesn't just toss you into the game and say, here you go, now play it. It sort of guides you throughout the game, tells you the controls, and it gives you, as I've already said, a lot of Lara Croft's background. So it sort of gives you sort of admire the game more when you know the story behind something. So when this game tells you the story behind it, it just gives you an appreciation for the game and what you're trying to do. And not to mention some of the crazy adventures this game has, such as avalanches and tombs that will collapse on you at any moment. So this game is just full of action, and that it's probably my favorite part of the whole game, is that it has tons of action. So it's got you on the edge of your seat wondering what will happen next. So that's probably my favorite part. And one last thing I wanted to mention was it has this mode that you can go in, and it's like a survival instinct mode. You go in it and it sort of gives you this gray screen, and it tells you what your next objective is and where you had to go. But anyways, that's all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, as again, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in next week's video.